I'm Plans Meet Paper on Etsy, Instagram, and YouTube. And today I'm here to plan my month of October. So I wanted to show you guys the whole process, including how to cut and punch and fold my foldable monthly inserts. So I am still using my personal size Filofax. I'll grab it here and show you. I've been using this since, let's see, I think it's been since June of this past summer. This is a personal size Filofax, and I love this size because it's so convenient to carry around, and you can just pop it in any purse, and it's really light and nice to just take with you on the go. So I've been really liking that. But the one thing that I have not enjoyed about personal size in the past is just that the monthly pages are so small. I've never been able to fit all of my tasks into the little monthly pages when they're just month on 2 page. And that is why I created this pull out or fold out monthly view. So you can see I've been using it since June. I just have the last 2 months in here. And this is kind of how I plan my month. So I'm going to show you that today for the month of October, which starts this coming Sunday. Today is Thursday. And so the first thing that I do is I just print out this page on my printer. I print the front side and then I print the back side as well. And once you've got it printed out, all of my printables are undated. So you do need to take the time to actually write the dates in. I do that on purpose just because I want it to be a printable that you can use long term. I don't want it to be limited by the year or by the month. So that's why I make them undated. Also, I think some people like their dates in different places on a monthly or a weekly layout. For instance, I really prefer my dates in the bottom right-hand corner versus the top left-hand corner. That's because I always like to write at the top of the box, and I find that the date kind of gets in the way and it makes it look funny for me. So I like to write mine at the bottom. A lot of people like to write them at the top. It's up to you. However you want to date it, go for it. But basically, I've already written the dates in just because I thought that would be boring to watch. But now I'm going to show you how to trim this. So if you look really carefully, I'm not sure if the camera will show, but there are trim lines, really faint gray lines that you can use to trim using either scissors or a paper trimmer. I'm going to use a paper trimmer. This was from Walmart originally many years ago, and it was, I think, like $12. So you can get these really inexpensive. And basically it just cuts straight lines is all it does. So that's what I'm going to do, is just line up my trim line here and snip off all the extra pieces. All right, so when you trim this printable, you do actually trim it 3 times. You trim the top, you trim the bottom, and you trim the right-hand side. That makes it fit just perfect in a personal size planner, that trim on the right-hand side. You leave the left-hand side just how it is because that's your place to punch holes. So you don't want to trim that off. So what you're going to do next is go ahead and punch your holes. 2 ways to do that. You can either use a other Filofax page, just line it up, circle, draw the circles with a pencil, and then use a single hole punch to punch out the 6 holes. I did that for years before I kind of bit the bullet and decided to get a punch. Either way works just fine. This punch came from Michael's. It was very inexpensive. I think it was probably $25 or $30 originally, but I had a 50% off coupon, so it was very reasonably priced. And then I'm just going to line it up, stick it all the way to the back of the punch, and punch my holes. So then you've got the insert punched. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've always been a little bit intimidated of fold out inserts because I'm afraid I won't fold it correctly. But this one is really easy. All you need to do is start with it facing up like this, and you want to fold along the Wednesday-Thursday line. So that line between Wednesday and Thursday, you're gonna fold it in like this. So what I do is I actually usually kind of fold it the other direction first just to crease it, and so that you can see really clearly that you're getting right on top of that line. And I just kind of crease the 2 edges first, and then follow that fold all the way through, nice and easy. It's right along that line, so it's easy to get it straight. And then you can easily fold it the other direction once it's creased, okay? And that's the direction you want to keep it folded at. The second fold is going to be between Saturday and Sunday. So you can see there's going to be 3 days on this side, 3 days on this side, and then Sunday. So we're going to go ahead and fold between Saturday and Sunday, same way that we just did. Fold right along that monthly line. Okay, and you can see that when you fold that second fold, it's going to line up pretty much exactly with this line here. And then it's going to fold out, so you can still see the month title here on the front when it's all folded up. And then when you fold it out, you can see the whole month in one glance. Okay, now when you put this in the planner, the nice thing that I like about this insert as well is you can see the monthly view. You can easily flip it out and just look at your notes for the month. And you can also just flip the whole thing over and still be able to see your goals and your to-dos for the month as well. So those are just some things about the insert. How I do my monthly planning, and I'm going to flatten this out a little bit to do my planning, is I first off mark off the days that are not part of October, just with some washi tape, just so that I can clearly see that the month doesn't start until Sunday and it ends on a Tuesday. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've got my washi tape down. This is kind of an orange colored floral washi tape that I got from Michael's a while back. I like it because it kind of reminds me of like Halloween for the orange color, but it's not too Halloween-y. Because I like to have like some Halloween decorations for like a week or two, but if I have like a whole month of like black and orange, it just is too much for me personally. So I've got my washi tape down, and then what I do for my monthly view is I just write in black friction pen, simple, just write in all of my events that I have going on for my personal life, for my Fly Ladies zone cleaning, also for my job, and sometimes I will plan out like Etsy or YouTube deadlines in here as well, but only if they're hard deadlines, not if they're just goals for the month. So I'm going to go ahead and just write those all in. The other thing that I will do is I use a highlighter. This month I'm going to use a gold mild liner highlighter, and I use that to highlight my personal / home tasks. That helps me distinguish between things that have to do with my personal life versus things that have to do with my job. And that way when I'm at work, I can just focus on the unhighlighted ones and it's easy to distinguish. So I'm going to go ahead and write those all out. Okay, so that's my monthly view planned out. I'm sure that more events will get added to it as I kind of go throughout the month. Anytime something comes up, I'll just jot it down on this page. And what I'm going to do next is fill out the other side. So, like I said, when you fold this up, the goals and the monthly to-do page is on the back of the whole folded insert. So, I'm going to take some time to fill this out. And I like to do this every month because it helps me to just stay focused and think about what do I want to get done, what are my main priorities for the month, and to kind of refocus myself throughout the year. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that out. In my hexagons, I usually separate those into different goal areas. So I'm going to make my goal areas for this month, my goal for my home, my goal for my work, my goal for my health, and my personal goal. Okay, and then what I do with this to-do section, I kind of like to have kind of broken down different lists on this monthly view. So this main to-do section is where I put my Etsy and YouTube to-dos for the month. So that's kind of my plans meet papers section on my monthly page. So I'm going to go ahead and write out my goals and my Etsy and YouTube to-dos for this month. All right, so those are my goals for the month. I feel like I made some pretty lofty goals this month, but I'm gonna do the best I can. I like to set my sights high, and even if I don't achieve every single one, as long as I'm working towards it, I'm okay with that. So my goals for my home, I just wanna keep up with my zone cleaning. I wanna do something in my zone for, you know, anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour over the course of the week, every week. So that's my goal for my home. For work, I'm a data processor, so I do all of the nerdy math stuff and data stuff in a school office. So I still get to work in a school environment, and I do work with kids in an office setting and in a health room setting as well. But I don't always make time just to, you know, see kids out and chat, especially the beginning of the year here has been so busy. So I want to make some more time to just get to know kids better and make sure that they know that there's supportive adults who care in the building all over the place. So I want to make that a goal. For my health, I'm terrified to do this, but I won't need to. So I want to do a sugar detox. So I just want to cut out sugar for at least 7 days. Depending how I'm doing, I will probably try to continue after that, but maybe just a little bit less hardcore after the first 7 days. I'm just trying to keep that a manageable goal because I have a serious sweet tooth, and I just am trying to make healthier choices. So I want to try and do a sugar detox. And then for my personal goal, I want to make some new friends, kind of invite people to do things. So I want to, 2 times over the course of the month, invite some friends to do things at least 2 days ahead of time so that maybe it will actually happen. So that's my goal for my personal life. For Etsy and YouTube, again, these are super lofty goals, but I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to get my 2018 yearly inserts live in my Etsy store. I also want to try and continue my Fly Lady cleaning series on my YouTube channel. So I would like to do a video about zone cleaning in each of my 4 main zones. And then I also want to try and film my weekly home blessing that I do on Mondays for you guys. So if you're interested in seeing those videos, please let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, not positive if I'll be able to get all of these done in October, but I will do my very best to get as much done as I can. Last thing that I do is just take any notes that I need to, or sometimes I'll also put extra to-dos just for my home life or personal life over here on the notes paper. So this month I have some extra monthly tasks for my personal life that I want to put over here. And then I'm also going to take a few notes about what I want to do for my sugar detox. Okay, so there's my notes, and I'm just gonna highlight those headers just to make them stand out. Okay, and then that is my monthly planning done. So I just fold this back up and I can keep it right in my planner, folded, and it is exactly the size in this dimension as a regular personal size page. And then when you fold it out, it's almost a letter size page in width, and obviously it's the same personal size height, so it doesn't stick out on the top or bottom. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them in the box down below, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.